make this shit up. I just can't. I cannot make this shit up. And I want y'all to know that when I do my podcast stuff, everything that I keep in here is always on point because I do this. You know what I'm saying? I always make sure everything is good. All of a sudden, nothing was working. Nothing was working. I got you. I'm about to tell y'all the whole story. Let me get this part back here to see if it worked. But it's like everything now is shut off. It's weird. So that's why I said I literally want y'all to know that I can't make this shit up. I can't. Now let me see if this is working now. Because it never not worked. And all of a sudden it's just like, oh, it's not working. I bet you that. And then it just popped right on the way I had it before. Man, this shit wild. This shit wild. Okay, I hear a sound. Shit wild. Let's see. I'm telling you, anything to make this shit up. No, bro. Oh yeah. No, you can't make this shit. I ain't got. No, you can't make this shit. I ain't got no reason to be making up no story. No reason to be making up no story. And I ain't even putting actions on it. I'm in present somehow. It just be. I'm just trying to get my hair right. Just trying to get my hair right. My energy high. People talk to my friends. Ooh, that shit just don't seem right. But my luck's fucked up and I can't lie. Everything that I go through, everybody can go through. Gotta keep my head up like I'm supposed to. Always tell the truth, I cross my heart and hope to die. Okay. This shit is crazy what I go through. I can't make this shit. No, I can't make this shit up. No, I can't make this. No, I can't make this shit up. And I know it's really hard to keep your head up. And you've been working every day to get your bread up. At the top and now you fed up. And I know it's really hard to keep your head up. Working every day to get your bread up. And now you fed up. Let it go. 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 Just let it go. Let it go. No, I can't make this shit up. I can't. Wherever you watching this live from, I ask that you share this live as much as possible. Because it's not just me going through what I'm about to share tonight or went through what I'm about to share tonight. As a matter of fact, there are some other people that went through a little bit worse than me in the same county, but they didn't come out alive. They didn't come out alive. Let me fix this light real quick, y'all, because this is, let me tell you something. The fuckery is real. Like, man, I'm blown away. Like, I had to write this shit down because I'm so blown away and appalled and in disbelief about everything that I think I'm still in shock. Like, I'm still in a state of shock right now. Let's get into it. For those that know me, y'all know that I started my platform because, number one, I was held hostage in the hospital, taken advantage of, and no one there to help whenever my wife left. And the few people that came, like my cousin and a few other people,
nobody was able to just like stay and just see what the people was doing to me. But I went through it and I said, you know what, I'm gonna start this podcast that way. And I don't want to just base it on my music or nothing. I wanted to base it on everything that was happening in the world, because there's so much shit that goes on. Like hence the reason why I say the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. Because literally, how many of y'all sit on y'all couches and you literally can sit with your best friend or your peoples and talk all night about your issues or what you're going through? The couch gives you a sense of comfortability. Like, it's the therapy that you never knew you needed. So I started this podcast so we can stop corruption, or at least be the voice for corruption and things that's going on in this world, mental health, things that don't get talked about, things that need to be talked about. This is why I started this podcast. For us, for all of us, for the voiceless, because there are people out there who need their story to be told, but they're too scared to tell it because of retaliation. And honestly, I feel like I'm being retaliated for some reason. And for being who I am, for being the couch. And I'm not being funny. I'm not being conceited. I'm being so serious. Like, I do this because I love us all. Like, I didn't have kids. This is my legacy. This is my legacy. When I came out, I don't want to cry. When I came out of prison, I told everybody what my goals were. I never imagined that I would ever have a podcast. Never. But I always knew I would be doing my music. And I always knew that I would try to be a voice some way, somehow. I don't want to cry. This ain't no crying. This is some serious shit. I don't want to fucking cry. I want to get this off my chest. Thank you so much. Because I'm the voice for the voiceless, and so many other people that have been the voice for the voiceless, like Malcolm X, contrary to what y'all believe, like Martin Luther King, like people that are put on this earth to help get the most hell. No matter how it looks, no matter what y'all think, I want y'all to know this. I love my freedom. I did too much time to be playing any type of games or be doing anything to take that away when I've already sacrificed my teens on up. I've sacrificed that already. I did that already. But because of what's in black and white on what I did, I shot the man that raped me. But do you think they're going to write, she shot the man that raped her and went to prison? No, they're going to put assault with a dangerous weapon in black and white. No explanation unless you're going to look at each court, like numbers or whatever they call it, like when they write down everything that's said in court. Unless you're doing that and actually going back, then you don't know. Unless you know my story, you don't really know. You just read it in black and white. But you have to remember, I did 9 years. I've been out almost 7 years. Doing what I'm supposed to be doing in society. I'm not Donald Trump in it. I'm literally doing what I'm supposed to be doing. On top of that, I'm doing everything I can to be the voice for the voiceless. And no matter what happens, I won't stop. This is my legacy. This is what I'm put on this earth to do. I'll be honest, I don't want to die behind it. But it seems that this is what they have in place for me. It seems that this is what they want from me. I may smile on the outside, but I'm hurt. I'm so hurt, physically, mentally, and emotionally. This made up assault that they're saying, this same shoulder that I'm supposed to have been using, I'm about to have surgery that I've been waiting on since I got hit in Sprouts in 2022. I've had more surgeries this year than Pamela Anderson. Like, are you serious? And I'm finding out that the person that wrote the statement was my cousin's best friend, Solo Dolo. And I was thinking that this was our friend too. We was all like family. Thank you so much for the stars, y'all. We was all family, like literally La Familia. Like, I'm talking about breaking bread, eating food together. Like, where did this come from? You never know who is your friend hating on you or plotting against you the whole time and listening to the things that you've been through to use against you. She knows I've been to prison. She knows what my charges are. We've done couches sessions about this. She was a couch potato. Someone that I really thought was our friend. For you to literally go lie and say that you're gonna lie because you know that they're gonna believe. I was like, come on now, ain't no police finna believe no made up ass fucking story. But they do. They did. And not only am I living proof, but other people are as well. When did it become okay to allow just someone who just doesn't like you or feels some type of way about you, whatever they feel? Y'all know for a fact that sometimes if a man pisses a woman off to the point where they that type of person, they'll file rape charges on him knowing that they didn't get raped. That happens. That's true. That's real. That's out there. What the fuck makes y'all think that people don't just do that me, my cousin, and my wife, we're felons. We all went to prison. Do you think for 1 second that if you never went to prison, that they gonna believe me over you? They don't give a fuck what you say, what evidence they got. They're gonna believe you over me all the time because it's in my jacket. I did time. I'm a felon. It never leaves. No matter what you do, no matter how good you do in the world, they still hold that against you. No matter how upstanding you are in society, you are still that same felon that went to prison and that caught your case and that they're reading about in black and white. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up. When you know that you innocent, but you treated like they came here like I was Griselda. They came here like I was Bin Laden. They was crawling in my neighbor's yards like the goddamn FBI. Like the SWAT team, like they was coming to harm me. If I literally felt like if I didn't step outside this door, because I'm not resisting, I'm not aggressive, because I know I'm innocent. Do what you gotta do, but the truth is gonna come out. So I seen a flash in my head when my wife told me that the police was at the door. Before then, let me just rewind. Let's rewind. Because y'all about to be blown away. Remember, I've been astral projecting and literally been, my spiritual side has been on 1,000 lately. Let me tell you. Before the police came, not even 10 minutes before they came, it's not even 20 minutes. I went to the bathroom and I threw up everything. And I was like, baby, something's going on. Something's not right. 20 minutes later, the doorbell rings. Thank you for the stars. I love y'all. The doorbell rings and it's the police. And it's not just the police, like one or two. It's 25 of them. Not this is the ones that I'm looking at and counting as I'm walking around my neighbor's house. I was like 10 cars down for me to even get in. When she came and told me that, mind you, I felt something. And that was what that something was. They was surrounding my house. They was in my backyard. They was in my neighbor's backyard, my neighbor's backyard. I said, how come y'all got so many police here? They said, oh, we thought you were gonna run. I didn't even motherfucking run track in school. How could you think that? How could you think that? The police? How could you think that? I've never ran from the police. I'm injured physically in several places, not just one. In many places. But that doesn't matter. When it comes to anyone, I don't give a fuck. If they see that in your jacket that you were the aggressor or you were labeled the aggressor and went to prison, you're the aggressor forever. That's it. That's it. Forever. No matter how hard you try to shake it, no matter what good you do in this world, the only one that probably forgave you for real is your circle around you and whoever you believe in. Everyone else is, you have to be leery. And now, I never thought that I would say this on the couch, but be leery of even your friends that you have now. Talking about no new friends, no, what about your old friends? Some of these ones have been listening to you your whole life, just so one day they can turn around and do whatever and say whatever. And the only person that can help is a good ass fucking lawyer. Seriously. So I'm starting a GoFundMe. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm starting a GoFundMe because this scheme that this money scheme that they have going in these jails, this is a money scheme. Let me tell y'all something. Number one, I have not been formally charged. I have not been formally charged. My bond was set at $100,000. $100,000 bond. And you know what they did when they kept saying it? They kept laughing. Laughing in my face. Like I wasn't about to be sitting on this motherfucking couch today. And they never arraigned me. I've been in that jail since Saturday. And on top of that, they didn't feed me one time. Not one time. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making this shit up. This is dead ass. And I brought my proof. And this is what they did. They kept trying to get away with saying that I was refusing because they was bringing me food that I could not eat. They first told me, wait till Monday when the chaplain gets here because the chaplain has to approve it. I said, being vegan doesn't have anything to do with God, Jesus, whoever you believe in. It has something to do with me. The fuck? I've been vegan for 6 years. Plant-based. I don't eat nothing that touches nothing. I don't give a fuck. I'm not scooping nothing out of the same plate. If it was in the same, if anything that had eggs, milk, anything touched, anybody that knows me knows that I won't eat. So feed me the right way or don't feed me at all. They could have just brought me beans by itself, but they had to put the cornbread in the motherfucking middle. Let me show you something. And this is what I was able to, because they moved me so much and hid me. They was hiding me in that jail. They couldn't even find me. They was hiding me. Listen, we ain't even done yet. This is some of the stuff that I took out that they was trying to feed me. And anybody that knows anything about being vegan knows that anything that's made with milk or egg is considered not vegan. Okay? You see where it says Janelle Delancey, vegan. Okay? Janelle Delancey, vegan. The doctor went down to the kitchen 2 times with 2 different slips, specifically saying, thank you so much, I love you too. Specifically telling them what not to put on my plate. They said, don't put no bread, no cornbread, no eggs. They gave me boiled eggs. Hold on. I wasn't even able to make it out with the boiled egg one because that's the one that I was assaulted with. And not just a boiled egg, but 3 big ass bricks of motherfucking cornbread. The shit was like motherfucking, I'm not kidding. Anybody that been to Oklahoma County, you know I'm not lying. Now this is because all of this was doused in the, you see this? They didn't have no coconut milk in there. This is actual milk and egg product. This is what they put in. This is one of the things. Hold on. Cookies, milk cookies. More cornbread and bread that they put all in the middle of the beans that I actually could have ate. I could have ate that. Look, breakfast, blueberry muffins made with egg and milk. Look, muffins made with blueberry, egg, and milk. Come on now. And then look, even if, look, here's the one thing of peanut butter. Hold on, the one thing of peanut butter. Even if I could have ate the peanut butter, I'm just trying not to get the crumbs all over the floor. How could I eat peanut butter with muffin in the inside? I just told y'all how strictly vegan I'm in. You think I'm about to just be like, because I'm hungry? No, I still go by my diet. If you would please bring me this by itself, you can leave it in the pack. You don't have to put it in this little coffee, whatever the fuck this thing is. I'm gonna dump the rest of this out like this, but I want y'all to see. This is all bread. Look. They gave me bologna sandwiches. Mind you, they made me wait on the doctor to write a note that specifically says what my diet is. So then why are y'all not abiding by it? And then laughing in my face. I was so hungry that now when I eat, oh my God, no, don't cry now. Don't cry. Don't. I was so hungry that since I've been out, when I eat, I just throw it right up. I'm trying to keep my food down. I went in there at 172. Y'all might not could tell now, but I'm 160. I'm not saying that I was just huge when I went in, but I was 172. And I'm 160 now. I went to the doctor today. It's so much that is the corruption that they get away with. The walls are filled with mold, and they're painting over it. They're painting over the mold, the feces, the roach juice, the blood. They painting over it like it's okay. You can die from being poisoned by mold, but you might not never know because it's painted over. My first night there, I was in Holden. Mind you, and anybody that's seen my mugshot, I don't give a fuck. At that point, I was so livid. I was raging because how could y'all allow somebody to use our tax dollars? I'm paying for y'all to fuck me over. Okay, yes. I'm paying my tax dollars for y'all to fuck me over. Y'all are literally targeting me. Now, when the detectives called me, the detective did call me, and I was looking for the voice clip, but I'm going to play it tomorrow because we're going to talk about this again tomorrow. But today I wanted to share my story of what happened to me, and this is not all. I can't make this shit up. Tomorrow we're going to get more in depth of what's going on in the jail. Tonight is about me. I need to get this off my chest. My first night, they put me in a cell full of mice. And mind you, when they're throwing me this food, even if I could eat it, they're literally throwing it right in the middle. Excuse me. My heart. They usually throw... Officer Moore, Cadet Moore, whatever you are. She know who she is. She threw my food directly in the middle of the mice and started laughing as she closed the door. The phone doesn't make calls out. I don't know what my number is, none of that shit. All I know is when I listened, it says push 0 for a medical emergency. By that point, my heart was hurting so bad. I was having palpitations. I was like, oh my God. Look, I'm banging on the door, nobody's coming. So I get on the phone and something just told me just to listen. And it says push 0 if you need to, state a medical emergency. I said, okay, I pushed 0. They said, what's your medical emergency? I said, I'm having heart palpitations. I have a heart issue. I let them know when I first got here. I need somebody to come check on me or help me, something. Do you know that if it wasn't for my wife teaching me how to calm myself down, that I don't know if I would have made it. I don't know if I would be sitting here right now on the couch, even talking to you guys. I literally didn't feel like I was going to make it out of there if I would have stayed any past yesterday. Seriously. They literally physically hid me in the facility. Talking about they didn't know where I was, but y'all kept counting me as I was in a certain cell, but I wasn't. Y'all kept letting count clear, but you didn't physically know where I was. How does that work? How the fuck does that work? So as they're throwing my food, leaving me in this cell, I stayed in that cell until the next morning. And nobody came to check on me. Honestly, I'm telling you, like, I didn't get, even whenever they came the next day. I had to wait until this lady, I can't even remember her name. She was an officer from Brooklyn. She was the only one who tried to help me. The only one. And there was one other, like a couple nurses and the doctor, they was upset with what was going on. But what can they do? They're being abused too. They are being abused as well. So the next day, again, I'm in holding, but the lady from Brooklyn took me next door in the big holding cell with everybody else. More body heat, the more warm. You know what I'm saying? I was freezing. I have health issues, and the cold really fucks with me. So I'm in this one, and I'm able to make calls. I'm, talking to my wife, talking to my family, talking to my cousin. Like, they let me know just, we working on getting you out. We got you. Everything is going to be okay. Stay strong. And I needed to hear their voice to tell me to be strong, because they made it after that to where I could never make a call again. After that, I wasn't able to even use the phone. They had me, again, put in a cell that I was only in for half a day. Before we get into what happened when they finally moved me from holding, we're going to jump into another song. Because I'm telling you, I can't make this shit up, man. Matter of fact, let's get into a song. Shit. You don't gotta fuck with me, oh no. You act like we enemies. Don't let this life, don't let anybody turn you into something that you're not. Oh yeah. Make sure that you have someone behind you, or they will come and pull you. They'll use you until there is no more to you, and they have no use for you. You don't gotta fuck with me, oh no. You act like we enemies. street.
In the streets, and you took something that you're not. Oh yeah.
Hold on. Stay true to you. Stay true to you. Stay true to you. Stay true to you. Yes, I had to say it a few times so you can get it. Open up your third eye, cause I don't think you really get it. They playing you, and I promise you that people only do what you allow them to do. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? People only do what you allow them to do. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You don't gotta fuck with me.
Fuck with the legend. You in the streets.
Enemies.
Stay true to them.
Okay. You don't gotta fuck with me. Fuck with me. Okay. Don't let this or these streets.
In the streets, and you took something that you're not.
Don't let it turn you into something that
Oh
you're
yeah.
not. The fact that y'all even letting people write statements with no proof, just because someone doesn't like you. Let me tell you something. Felons, be careful with having a friend that has never done any time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. But that's one thing that we have to fear. Y'all remember when my family first disowned me and I was telling y'all how they was telling me and my wife that they was going to get us sent back to prison? Now I know how. They could have just wrote a statement too. And it would have stuck like how this is trying to stick. They could have did that. Thank God they didn't. But guess what? It's happening. How many of you guys, men especially, got out of prison, did one thing to piss your baby mama off, fuck another girl, whatever the fuck it was, and she said, I'm calling your PO. Women too. How many people have said that to you? It's like, well, okay, well, because we're arguing, you gonna call a PO? I mean, what you gonna say? Unless you gonna make some fucking shit up. And that's what people do. There are people so vindictive and so hateful, so miserable, that they want to do anything to ruin your life. Even if it's not you directly, but someone that's around you, they are going to do something to make you feel like you're suffering, to make you suffer. To take you through a hell that you do not deserve or even have or need to be going through. Some people genuinely don't give a fuck about anything except for themselves and how they feel about something. If someone is friends with somebody that's not a felon and they have a disagreement, that person that has that disagreement can do or say whatever the fuck they want to the police, and the police is going to believe them. Thank you so much for the stars. They're going to believe them. Because guess what? They don't got anything in their jacket. They're not labeled as the aggressor ever. That's the way these officers are getting away with the shit that they're doing. Again, they didn't read me my Miranda rights. They didn't even show me my warrant until I made it to the jail, and they barely let me see that. They wouldn't even hold on, pause. I'm not even gonna get into that next part yet, because then we're gonna go to the next story. The way they treated me was literally like, thank you for the stars and all the gifts that I'm getting on Bigo. They treated me like I was the enemy of the state. Which I'm an advocate for us, which, prison, jail, felon talk, we expose shit like this all the time. So I guess to them, I am an enemy to them. I am a target. And I wasn't trying to be conceited or be funny or anything. I was like, I think they messing with me because I'm the couch. And I don't just talk about just like gossip and no, we talking about some real ass motherfucking shit. We done had some real motherfucking people on this motherfucker exposing real motherfucking shit that's happening in DOC right the fuck now. In the beginning of this year, we had a previous officer. Thank y'all so much for all the stars. We had an officer that was on this couch exposing what the fuck is happening. Do y'all think that they like that? No. Did I think I was going to be targeted like this? Honestly, no, I didn't. I knew I was the locals' favorite, but I didn't think the whole motherfucking... I'm not being funny. I swear I'm not being funny, but even when I went to the doctor today, people knew who I was. They was like, ain't you the couch? Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making it up. This is dead ass happening. Not just to me, but to a lot of people. When I had my last phone call with my wife, she told me, baby, I don't care what the fuck your bond is. I'm going to have you out of there by Wednesday. Guaranteed. And I'm telling you, I don't want to cry. Fuck this shit. I'm not crying no more. I just thank God for my family that I got. Not my birth family, but my maid family. My wife, my people, my couch potatoes. My family, y'all, my family. Shout out to the people that even cashed at my wife while I was in there. Contributing towards making sure I was released. I can never repay y'all for that. Like, y'all loyalty, that means more to me than anything. Because so many people, not just to me, but to even you that's watching, we put our trust in. We love them with everything, and they are disloyal to us from the jump. And we won't know it until it's too late. We won't know it until it's too late. I'm gonna wash the fuck out of my face because them goddamn cakes on my goddamn face. So, my last phone call with my wife was everything. That's what helped me get through, because it was tough. I've been to county before, but I've never been upstairs or anything. And I've always been in Tulsa County if I ever went to jail. These living conditions, I didn't even see these living conditions in the condemned houses in Detroit. I seen houses in Detroit that was I done seen crack houses cleaner than that. You kidding me? I done seen crackheads living cleaner in condemned houses in Detroit. I'm blown away that y'all still got that motherfucker open. Y'all need to get them ladies out of there. Them men out of there. When has it become okay for... I know you didn't. When has it become okay for the police to not read Miranda rights? To not show you your warrant? When has it become okay for a facility to have a living environment like that? When have they passed an inspection? They haven't in years. In years. No matter how much paint you put over bullshit, people could still see through it. People could still see through it. They put me on suicide watch because they said I didn't sign my papers because I was, what's the word? Difficult. I was being difficult because I wanted to read what I was signing. My wife always taught me, read everything that you sign. I'm politely reading before I'm even getting done reading the first page. They snatch it out my hand and pushes a warrant in my face and then takes it back and tells me my bond is $100,000 and then starts to dress me out. I said, I didn't even get to finish signing the papers yet and reading them. Oh, you will in a minute. And I never got to. They put this red marker on me saying that I have to go to the 13th floor. When they put me on the 13th floor, mind you, this whole building, mold is all over each 13th floor. Every 13th floor is a level of mold. Feces, infestation of lice, bed bugs, roaches. Roaches was coming out of everything except for me. Everything. When I say I couldn't sleep because they put me in a cell with another young lady. Mind you, we're both on suicide watch. And these naked, butt-ass naked in these suits. Hers doesn't fit. So her pussy is out, her titties is out and everything. And you know what they said? That we have to sleep on this dirty-ass slab together. Together. She was pregnant. She was beat up by the police, in pain. And y'all got me laying in this bed with this woman's pussy in my goddamn face. I couldn't sleep. Between the roaches everywhere and my trauma from roaches and having this other woman and seeing this man keep walking past the motherfucking window, talking about you doing a check. I ended up having to cover it. First of all, she's exposed. Second of all, we two women in the bed. When has that been okay for two women to be in a facility in the bed together? The jail system goes by the same ops as the prison do. And I know for a fact that you are not allowed to do that. So how come that was an exception? And then they laughed about it. And even if you're on suicide watch, you're supposed to get a blanket. They didn't give us not a stitch of a goddamn blanket. And again, mind you, at this point, I still haven't eaten. I've been there since Saturday. They told us, okay, Monday morning, they'll step y'all down. Y'all will be able to go to GP. And I said, okay. So I stayed up all night trying to keep myself sane. I couldn't lay in this bed no more. I'm in pain too. I got a lot of issues too. I can't lay in this bed with this woman. I sat for a second because these roaches, but I had to keep getting up and just stepping on them because I can't do this. I can't put my body in this position of a motherfucking, I'm not no goddamn, what the fuck I look like, curling up like a motherfucking piece of trash, crumbled the fuck up. No, I'm a human fucking being. And I wasn't treated like one, nor was the other men and women in that facility. No one is treated like a human. Everyone is treated like they are completely guilty. Like they are the scum of the fucking earth. Like they are nothing. Like we are nothing. And some of those people are literally homeless and they end up getting locked up and they don't have nobody to speak for them. But I am here to speak for all of us. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I'm not. I'm even going to do a peaceful treaty, a peaceful protest. I'm not kidding. I'm not playing about this. It's too many years that they have gone by getting away with this shit. I pushed that button all night, zero, calling the dispatch for the medical emergency to the point where they cussed me out. They went back and forth with me. We're arguing at this point. Because I'm not getting any fucking help. What the fuck are y'all over there answering the goddamn phones for then? Nobody's listening to you. What's your position for? Why are you here? You said you hope that they get what's coming for them, letting that place stay the way it is without at least moving everyone out. Is doing a whole remodel and keep hearing that. It's crazy because it's filled up and it's no excuses. No excuses. That place needs to be emptied the fuck out. It shouldn't even be staffed there. You mean to tell me that you staff members leave from jail and you don't come home with a bed bug, not a roach, not a nothing? Or you don't bring it in? Nah. Sergeant Amos, let me tell you something. When they finally moved me to an actual room and I got oranges on when I finally stepped down, I was like, okay, maybe this ain't gonna, maybe I'll finally start getting some food. They sent me with a tray of beans full of motherfucking cornbread and shit. Again, my cellie. If y'all seen the video of me posted in front of the jail this morning, I mean. It was a lady, and I purposely used that clip because because as I started filming my bunkie, the one who witnessed Sergeant Amos throw a bag of fucking brick-ass cornbread that I can't eat, with boiled eggs that I can't eat, with a opened peanut butter matter of fact, that was before she even threw me the one that was supposed to be my diet. This was just the cornbread, the eggs, and a Kool-Aid or something. But it was heavy as fuck. You wanna know how I know? Because when she threw it, it landed directly on my hysterectomy scar, and I started spotting out my fucking pussy from this lady throwing that shit like a goddamn softball. Like she trying out to be in baseball or some shit. And then when I'm banging on the door like, yo, first of all, this ain't even my diet, and you just hit me. Who was that hit me? Let me see your scar. Oh, you're okay. And slams the door on me. I hit the button immediately, 0. Somebody come get me. I love you more, wifey. Somebody come get me because I'm in pain. Matter of fact, I didn't find out I was spotting until I ended up, my bunkie had to push the button. Mind you, I was asleep thinking, okay, I'm finally getting some rest, you know what I'm saying, after being in that roach-infested, naked with the... Let me rewind. I had to call Priya on the officer that kept walking past my window, looking at me and my roommate butt-ass naked in the bed because he kept coming to my window like, you don't know me? Like, no, motherfucker, I don't know you. Is there something I can help you with, or can you get the fuck on? Because we butt-ass naked in this room together in the same fucking bed, and I've been asking for some tissue, for anything, and nobody has came. But the only thing you want to ask is, do I know you? Oh, I know you. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And you don't know me, bitch. So I had to call Priya. Now, mind you, okay, now fast forward. I'm in this room. I got a bunkie. She witnessed this. I tell y'all, I can't make this shit up. When I say she was walking out when I started recording, my wife made 2 wrong turns and she know where she going. How do we end up? Mind you, my powers have been working. Everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. I'm not even mad anymore about going through this. Because I needed to witness exactly. It's not just the prisons that's going through it this bad. It's the jails too. It's the reason why so many people are dying in those jails in Oklahoma County. Now I'm gonna play this clip because this is my bunkie. This clip that I'm about to play. This is wild because I didn't want to get her face shown because I didn't want to get her in any trouble, but she's about to tell. Listen to this, please. I do want to ask you one thing, yes. A few things. Can you state what your name is?
Darlene Janelle Gills.
Where do I know you from?
Oklahoma County.
And now I'm gonna pause because the reason why I chuckled was because when I I didn't want to talk to anybody when I finally made it into the room. I was tired. And, you know, she asked me what my name was, and that was our connection. My name is Janelle, and that's her middle name. And she immediately said, this is ordained for us to be in a room. Like, the things that she was saying is cool. I'm telling you everything. Just listen.
County.
And I was just Ellie for a few hours or half a day.
Half a day.
And what was the reason why I left?
Because that following morning, we're waking up from the keys, waking us up for breakfast, and they was throwing sack lunches through the door, and one of them hit you in the stomach.
And that caused me to have to go get an ultrasound, which I will get the results tomorrow. Yeah. I had to get an ultrasound the next day. And I called my doctor today to see if they can get the results, because I don't want to call up there. They said, fuck their results. Come in to see us Monday. We're going to give you a whole checkup and everything. Because it's no reason why I should be in discomfort down here. It's no reason why I should, not just me, but I'm speaking about me today. It's no reason why I should be assaulted while I'm in that facility, or anyone. So, mind you, they take me to the doctor. The doctor does his check, gives me a shot of Toradol, prescribes me medication that they never brought to me. They never brought me my anti-inflammatory. They never brought me my muscle relaxer because I was in so much pain, and he prescribed it for me, but they never brought it. He prescribed the correct tray, but they never brought it to me. I left out of there 160 pounds. I went in there at 172. They did not feed me from Saturday until I left. They still didn't feed me. My wife fed me. And before anybody says, well, you know, you vegan and you could have just ate a salad, they didn't even give me that. They didn't give me any of that. They didn't even give me an option, a choice. They was trying to be funny, I feel like, and keep putting this cornbread and beans that I could have possibly ate. I had to keep looking at it. So hungry. Anybody that knows me, y'all know. I like to eat. I like my food. I don't like to miss a meal. I fuck around and throw an extra meal in there because I like my food. My day has to be started off with my breakfast. I'm vegan. I don't already get enough vitamins and protein as I need. I'm trying to get as much as I can. They starved me and laughed at me and told me that I was refusing and called me a liar. Called me a liar. The doctor wanted to put me on an observation. He put me on observation because he was like, you know, over here, it'll be easier for you to bang and then one of the nurses can come because we could hear you better than for you being all the way over there. And I was like, okay, I agree with that. I said, but do I still, you know, get my blankets and everything? He was like, oh yeah, you get all your stuff. I'm just going to relocate you over here. That way they know where you are and everything. They never relocated me. Not even when I did. The only time I was relocated is when my wife bonded me out. They literally, they hid me. They put me in observation and never wrote it in the books of where I was at. It was still saying that I was in her cell. So how are y'all letting count clear if you're not physically seeing me? They was, again, I haven't been formally charged. The detective was so mad that I blocked him on my phone. First of all, you're not going to keep on fucking calling my phone, harassing me and disrespecting me. Click. Block. You'll never get through again, bitch. Do what you have to do. But whatever you do, I know that you're doing it the wrong way. Because I know for a fact I'm innocent. And you're literally going to be the laughing stock. And that same energy that y'all putting into me, y'all better fucking put into her and her fucking friend for writing these false ass statements. Y'all better do that. That's what I know. They better get that same treatment. Slide their ass all up and down the jail too. Yeah. Y'all better do that same shit to them. Sergeant Amos was the one that threw that bag at me so hard that I had to get an ultrasound. I'm getting an ultrasound again this next Monday coming up with my doctor that did my hysterectomy, because this ain't supposed to be happening. Number one, y'all not supposed to be physically harming anyone, but they do it all the time, and they get away with it because there's nobody out here using their voice, not the kiss, but their voice. Don't just let something happen to you in the jail and think that nobody's gonna have your back because of what your charges say on Oklahoma jailbirds. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Yeah, post me. I don't give a fuck, but I'm bonded the fuck out. Laugh about that shit. Who's laughing now? Because we gonna get to the bottom of this shit. And when we get to the bottom, I promise you, y'all gonna be like, oh wow, she was telling. Yes! I'm sorry for yelling. The detective, not the detective, but because he harassed me too, but Sergeant Amos, even when I'm in this room that they put me in, that they hid me in, this lady kept coming to my door, taunting me. She wouldn't give me no tissue. I had been holding my pee. I couldn't pee until I had to do what I had to do. And I'm just embarrassed and ashamed to even get into the details. But it shouldn't never have to come to that. You know, jumping on her chair because she was short. And I'm looking down at her while she's talking shit. She jumps on this chair talking shit to me like, I don't get, like, talking cash shit. Like they want me to catch a case in there. It's like everybody was nitpicking with me and nagging at me like they wanted me to hurt them. Like they wanted me to touch them. Wifey said they kept lying to me, saying that she was only on med observation and that she had clothes in a blanket and medical help. They outright lied to my ears. They lied to my wife and anybody that called and checked on me. I was not okay. They would not let me use the phone. They would not let me eat. They would not feed me what the doctor even told them to feed me. They didn't care. And they getting away with this because nobody stands up. I'm not going to shut the fuck up. This is a whole new level of trauma that I just went through that I'm going to get over slowly but surely, but I haven't even been arraigned, but my court date is January the 22nd. The detectives, how are they allowed to get so mad that they can just send a SWAT team to come get you and make some shit up? You said, had they not secretly arrested you on Saturday night, you would have been out. Exactly. $100,000 can't keep me from my wife, period. And I knew that my wife had me. I knew it. I'm telling you, I know my wife. And I pray that anybody that has to go through anything like me, that you have somebody just like that and a team and people that actually give a fuck about your well-being and love you. If you didn't help with financially, you helped mentally, emotionally. And I appreciate that. For real. This is a money scheme they have going on, which is the reason why you think they haven't arraigned me yet. Wouldn't that have dropped my bond substantially? And then now that I made this $100,000 bond that y'all laughed about, now that forfeited my right to have a public defender, public pretender. Not that I wanted him anyway, but that forfeited. And then now, what they're going to do to me, mark my words, this is what they're going to try to do. If I don't come to my first court date with the lawyer, the next time I come, even if I come with a lawyer, they're going to try to arrest me. Y'all hearing it right here on the couch? They're going to try to arrest me. Because they're going to make it like, oh, well, you had enough to bond out. How come you don't have enough to have counsel? Not knowing what the fuck we sacrificed. Not knowing the people that chipped in, not knowing the stuff that we have to go through as people, as ex-felons, to stay out of prison and do things the right way, but get what we need. Oh my God. Oh, don't cry now. Don't cry. Come on, girl. You got this. No matter what, they was going to believe her anyway. No matter what. No matter what. And it's really wild that we, as ex-felons, have to even go through anything like this, or even be put in a situation. Why don't we have laws in place for us, for people not to be able to retaliate against us with this, for them not to be able to, if ever, heaven forbids, we ever catch another case, that y'all are not allowed to use anything that happened in our past against us? How come there's not laws in place for that? I love my freedom. And anybody that knows me knows that I love my freedom. And even when people make me mad, like, I'm not the type of person to just be like, bitch. Like, I'm not that type of person. Like, you literally have to take me there for me to even go off on you. Like, my wife raised me well, okay? She grew me up. Like, I'm not an earth disturber like I used to be. Like, I'm literally out here doing what I thought was right. Yeah, she is the best wife ever. It's like, no matter what you do as a felon, or even having, anything in black and white, they can do or say whatever and treat you however, no matter how many years has passed by. No matter what you've done in the community, no matter what you're doing in the community. He said they always hated us. They always hated me. Fake gang banging cop call. And this is the thing. And I'm going to make my own separate video about this, but how are you this big gangbanger, this big California blood gangbanger, and you're writing false statements? Let alone statements at all. Like, we're not done with this. We are going to have another segment tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to get more into detail about what's going on in the jails right now. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I definitely appreciate everybody that was tuned in. I know that I always say that it's not mandatory, but I'm not going to say that's not mandatory. I'm going to tell you that, number one, if you want to support the Couch by sharing this post, sending tips, it's all needed right now. Seriously. You can Cash App, PayPal, or Chime, or Venmo, or even Apple Pay me. Just ask me how. THA real JANELL on most of these, like Cash App, PayPal, Chime. But anything helps. I'm going to start a GoFundMe, because I'm not ashamed to say that this is going to be a doozy. And I'm fighting it. I'm not going to just sit back and just allow someone to get me tricked off when I did nothing. They're literally making stuff up because of my past, and they're being believed because of my past. And it needs to be laws put in place for anyone that has done time, or anyone that has anything in their jacket that has a record that cannot be used against them for any reason. You've done your time. Now I have to be looked at as if I'm the Griselda of Oklahoma City that's in the fucking whoever. I don't know. I'm just the Couch. I'm the voice for the voiceless. I'm the advocate that and this is what I strive. I live this. I strive by this. I don't just talk about this on the couch. This is an everyday thing for me. So if you want to support the couch, you can send gifts. You can Cash App, PayPal, or Chime, THA, real JANELL, or TRJ merch on Cash App. You can purchase merch. I still got merch left. I got an unlimited amount of merch. You can pre-order any merch. That's a help. If you just like, I don't want to just give you, I got merch. You know what I'm saying? Like, studio time, I'll be doing studio deals. I appreciate everybody that has supported me and it has helped. For real, I love y'all so much. We back at it tomorrow on the couch. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for listening. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. Make sure these next few days you share. We have to. I'm about to make a little clip of tonight, a short summary. Share. Tell people. Tag whoever. Tag your people. Share it to your page. We have to be the difference. We have to, and that's by speaking up. And we make y'all make Hot Tua go viral. Make me go viral. Make this go viral. Make the Oklahoma County Jail fucking viral. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night. I love y'all.